Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Real Talk with Joe and Cody. There's Cody over there. What's up, my
Hey.
man?
Oh, man, just loving it. How you doing?
Yeah.
Uh,
Good, good. The weather is trash.
it's pretty bad. Yep.
Yeah.
Hard to
Looking
come
forward
off
to
of like
spring.
a hard to come off of like a 70-degree Saturday and then
I know.
back into the rain. But you know what? I
I
got some
know.
mowing done.
Look at
It
you.
feels
That's
nice.
like the season for you. You're like a farmer out there on
It
your
is
property.
mowing season. Yes, got some mowing done. Got some blackberries cut before things start to grow too much. So
Nice.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
I don't know what that's like. We have a small yard and landscapers, so
Well,
I don't know
it's
what to do with a lawnmower anymore.
some days I wish that was the case.
Yeah, those are
Actually,
like
I don't. I
those
love
are
it.
you spend a while out there, right? I remember you last talking about
I
it last
do.
spring. Like you're
Yeah.
out there, is it an hour or two or what's the timeline?
Yeah, I mean, to mow the lawn, it's probably an hour-ish,
Mm, okay.
and then the field, that's a whole separate thing, never ending. There's never really like I can't do that all in one day, so,
Yeah, yeah.
that's just kinda like one that you chip away at, but we're in the works, like, planning stages of getting things set up, get
Yeah.
a little
You got
barn,
like farm
fence it
life,
in.
man.
Yeah, gonna start to get some animals, and that'll help with my mowing.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
great. I got to get up to your place and see this
Yeah.
farm. We'll do a
Yeah,
live
well,
stream of your mowing.
yeah, right? That's what I'll do next time is I'll
Yeah,
just
like
mount the camera
just
and you can just awkwardly watch me mow.
yeah, just talk.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, Rory had his first like lacrosse scrimmage, so that was cool.
Nice.
Yeah, just to see him out there and learning how to play, and
Uh-huh.
yeah, so that was kind of fun to do. And yeah, we're gonna kicking into the spring sports stuff. Um, but other than that,
What
nothing.
about Wildcat football? I see
Yeah,
that on
I
your hat.
could like I know I was looking at you're going out the door and you're like I have like I have an obscene amount of hats. Like, and I wear hats. Obviously, everyone knows this that I wear hats like regularly. And so I just was like, let's switch it up from the old
I like it.
lion logo to Wildcat football. So
Nice.
just a little throwback.
How was
Um,
day 1 of lacrosse? Did he
Good.
say? Did he
Yeah.
give
Yeah.
much?
Yeah, he really liked it. It's a learning curve for him. Like Rory's, naturally a good athlete, and this is like a sport that he's good at, but he's still learning it, and so
Mhm.
it's kind of good to see your kid kind of like face some sort of adversity. Like
Sure.
just like things don't come naturally easy because he's learning how to play. So yeah, it was
Yeah.
fun.
Good.
It was a good time. So yeah, we're right in the midst of it now with Cora's going into spring soccer and all that stuff. So
Mhm.
got my
Isn't it
nephew in high
funny?
school baseball, YC baseball. Shout out to Jack
Oh,
if he's watching.
YC
Um,
baseball.
yeah, yeah. So I was gonna go. I'm gonna get to some games there. So
Nice.
it'll be fun.
I love baseball.
A
I
little
love playing
throwback.
baseball. I don't watch it as much, but I love
Yeah,
playing baseball.
yeah. It's weird because with Rory being out of it, I'm not as interested in it. But we have friends that are still in the club sports, club baseball stuff. So we're gonna go. I just am gonna just take my spring and just go watch kids sports. Is that creepy? I think it might be a
Um,
little bit. Like unless
no.
I
Yes.
wasn't meaning it like
No.
random kids, like friends.
You're
I
that
don't just
guy.
go to like random parks. Like,
Yeah, you're just that guy, like, "Why is he here? Who's
hey, who's he with? He doesn't
who's
even
he
know.
with?"
Like, he's not even
Yeah.
from. He has Wildcat football. He's not even from here.
Yeah.
So
Was he a recruiter or
no, I've
something?
got friends that have kids and nephews. So that's what I'm doing.
There you go. Nice.
Um, yeah. Speaking of YC, we got to shout out to Kareed. You know Karee, right?
Huh?
From YC. She
Yeah?
like commented on our stuff last week. So good. Thanks,
Oh, look
Karee,
at
for
that.
your kind words. So
Oh,
she's gonna kill
Caree,
us because
way to
she's like,
go.
do not to mention me on your show ever again.
Yeah,
So
right?
so yeah, rates. Are they good? Are they bad? What's the deal, man?
They're both. They are, yeah, I mean, like, we've seen since this war started, what, 5 weeks ago? I think we're in our 5th week maybe. We've seen rates just go up and up and up. And then this week, we've seen really good improvement. So, you might not see it so much from the interest rate side of things. I mean, obviously, we're seeing improvements there, but really,
Yeah.
from my outlook or perspective, I should say, it's not seeing that it just continues to go or levels out. Like we've
Okay.
seen this go, and then now we're kind of seeing some pretty big movement coming back down, which usually is like a little bit of a delay in the rates going with it.
Mhm.
And I'm referring to like the 10-year treasury. That's kind of what a lot of us monitor to give us a good indication of where rates are going to go. So we've seen a pretty good improvement over the last 3 days now. So I'm hoping that that streak continues, but even if it doesn't, and this just kind of puts us at a new like hanging out point, it's a pretty good improvement from what we were going to and how quickly they were going up. So
Yeah.
little correction, maybe a knee jerk reaction. Who knows? I don't I don't know exactly what all goes into it from a investor standpoint that moves the needle on that. But I was on a call yesterday, kind of like a coaching call with a guy that does like he does mortgage market type of strategy update
Mhm.
stuff, and he was saying that the gas prices and mortgage rates tend to go in line with each other, which really has stood out the most to me just over this last month because we've
Yeah,
seen gas prices go up like crazy and we saw rates go up pretty quick too.
for
I
sure.
don't think it always translates exactly like that, but he said there is a lot of correlation between the two, that when we have lower gas prices, we typically have lower rates, and
Yeah.
vice versa. And so I think this one is just different because the they as in investors tend to, when things are weird, um, dump their money into safer investments like bonds and treasuries.
Yeah.
And this time it hasn't really happened as much. If anything, maybe it's been a little bit of the opposite. So maybe we're starting to see some of that stabilize. I know the stock market's not been super great over the last couple weeks too, so we could be seeing a little bit of that. So it's hard to really know if this is just a quick little correction. But I'll take the little victories while we get them, just to
Yeah,
kind of keep us stable.
it's nuts, man. I like, there's been no predictability in the housing market for the last like 2 years, I think.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
people ask pretty regularly like, "Oh, is spring gonna be good or should we wait till summer or should we wait till, whatever." It's like I don't know. Like we could say something today and tomorrow it's gonna be completely different. So, it really is kind of like we've always said is when it's time to go for you, it's time to go for you. So,
yeah. I mean,
like,
I
'cause
feel like
it's
yeah, all we can do is talk about what's happening now, and I
yeah,
mean, I don't think we've been talking about it for what, probably close to a
I
couple
know.
years now, you and I,
Waiting
and
for some stability or some sort of predictability, and it's just not there. So,
it's just not there, and I feel like we're getting closer to there, but it's also just not, nothing really seems to go as what we
mhm,
predict, and we'll see something that will change, and we'll eventually have these big improvements or big changes or
yeah,
something. But I think we're continuing to shift, which is good, but it's just not as quick as everybody wants, and I
yeah.
think what would be good for the market, but I don't get a
Yeah, the
say in that.
best thing
So
you can do, though, is get with people that know what they're doing and adjust
yep,
to what is going on and have it be prepped. Because going into spring, I was gonna say, if you are going into spring as a seller, not that Cody cares about sellers, but I do.
I do.
Um, but yeah, getting your house prepped and really showing off because the market is so finicky and so, yeah, it could change day to day. So you don't want your house to not stand out. You want your house showing the best that it can because that's the only thing that's gonna make it work in this market and as well as pricing and all that stuff. So just a
Yeah.
little pitch for me. And also, did we talk about on the live stream or the podcast about my new app for clients? Maybe the podcast.
Um, I think that was on the live
Was it
stream.
here? Was it?
I think so, maybe.
Okay. Well, it's awesome. And so if people want it,
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say. But if you want it, comment, call me, text me. I'll send you that. We give it to our clients, but it has a whole thing um, for buying, selling, new construction, loan officers, inspectors, all that stuff. I don't know why I'm just pitching this, randomly, but
Well,
I just was thinking about it. So
I mean, I'd be proud of it too. I'm not gonna lie. If that
I
was
am proud of
mine,
it.
I
It's
would
pretty
be.
cool. It's a really
Yeah.
cool resource. So,
It's it's pretty amazing because, how quickly you were able to get it created and what all it has. Like
mhm,
it's so beyond my scope of what my brain can handle.
not
I'm just
true.
not a technology person. I can absorb a lot of information,
Yeah.
but to put it all together, I think always the hard part is like implementing all the information that you've brought in.
Well, and it's like it's hard in this industry, like we talk about all the time, is like it's just hard. It's a hard industry to kind of gather all your stuff and gather
Yeah.
information from lenders and inspectors and rates and mortgage calculators and Zillows
Mhm.
and Redfins and all the stuff. So, having that all combined in one was cool to do. So,
Yeah.
that's all I've got today. We've got our podcast. Everyone, if you are paying attention still, get to our podcast, Venture with Joe and Cody. It's
Mhm.
on Apple, Spotify, all this stuff. Similar to Joe Rogan, almost the same,
Right. Same chart.
same, yeah, we're right up there in in rankings. So
Yeah.
if
We're
you're
battling.
scrolling at the top most engaging podcasts,
Yeah.
you'll
It's
see,
probably under
yeah,
trending maybe.
yes, you'll see under Joe Rogan than us. So,
Yeah.
the local real estate market.
Right.
But yeah, head over there. We do this weekly and kind of chat about different various things. I don't know what we're going to chat about this week. We're unpredictable. That's what's so cool about it.
That's what's great about it. It
You know
is
what's
it
funny
is
is I
truly a venture.
I subscribe to our podcast, which I should do.
Yeah,
Um,
I probably
and I
should too.
see it and I just hate, like, I don't hate not hear I don't hate hearing our voices, but I'm just like,
Yeah.
I don't want to listen. Like,
I
is that
know.
bad? I don't want to.
No, I feel
Other
ya.
people
I
need to
will.
listen, but we've already
Yeah.
been through it. I don't think we have to go through it again. So,
Yeah. I
but
I
I
will
see it in
watch our
my
stuff.
podcast stuff. It's like, you want to play this? I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah,
I'll watch it or listen to it for a couple minutes. I'm like,
yeah.
it's too weird. I
It's
can't
just
hear
like,
myself.
no,
You
I
sound
know.
normal. Like
Oh
you
no, it's
sound
the
because that's what
same.
you
I'm
always
like, no,
sound
I
like to
don't.
me, but then I hear me and I'm like, no. I was
This
actually
is
thinking about this the other day. Everly was watching some show and the person's voice on there sounded similar to mine.
hmm.
And I could tell that it wasn't anything. Obviously, she's not watching,
Yeah,
our
she's
live
not watching
stream
our
or podcast
podcast.
or something, but I thought about it as I heard it, and I'm like, "Oh, man, that sounds kind of similar to me," and I thought,
Yeah,
"How much would that suck if you were the person?" I mean, good for you, but if you were the person on a kids show or something,
yeah,
and your kids watched it or you heard it all the time, and you have to hear yourself
oh yeah, I
on
know.
clips and shows and
Yeah,
also I don't know, maybe
like
that's
constantly.
maybe it's
I
cool
guess you get
because
used to it.
you've made it and it's a, like, achievement, but man,
Yeah,
I thought as I was hearing that, I'm like, I would hate to hear my voice all the
yeah, for
time.
sure. I think you have to get used to it. I guess
Yeah, you'd have to. Yeah.
probably the paycheck comes in and you're like, okay, I can deal with it.
Sure, yeah,
We don't have
it's
our
awkward,
paycheck
but I'll
coming
do
in
it.
for our podcast yet. We gotta get those. I think they're
Probably maybe in the mail, I haven't checked.
yeah. I haven't checked. I haven't checked today. But if people start going to our podcasts, maybe we will.
Yeah,
Maybe we
yeah,
will
hook
get
us up
paid.
with a little paycheck. I could upgrade my
uh,
mower.
okay, my man. Well, until next time, it was good chatting with you. I
Hey,
think
you too.
people learned nothing today from us besides
Yeah,
I don't know
whatever we
what we
talked
even
about.
talked about, but
Yeah.
anyways. Okay, well, we'll chat with you next time.
Alright, man, see ya.